Masse alongside Bobby Rossi. And Bobby Rossi, we are just 7 days away from RWA Dynasty, the Smithfield Elks Lodge, and what a card we have.
Boy, I tell you, our Triple Crown champion will be defending his strap at RWA Dynasty, but will also be in action here tonight as he teams up with his original teach of Chris Cruz as they take on the Influence, both of which have been in singles competition over the past few months. But if they have any showing like the international icons, it'll be as if they've been tag teaming this whole time.
Also at Dynasty, we are going to see match number 3. The Juice JT Dunn, terrific Tommy Trainwreck. This is going to be one for the record books, Bobby Rossi. It is going to be a slugfest. You should not miss this one. I'm excited for that match.
Well, so far we've had a draw and we've had one win in the series up against those two. But the buzz on the boards is that is the rubber match. That's the one for all the marbles. So again, folks, you're going to want to join us for Dynasty because it will be a slam dinger, as the Minutemen call it.
The RWA Television Championship is on the line. The Sure Shot Premium Black, who just had a tricky loss here, will take on Mr. Awesome Mike Rassa, and that match is going to be fantastic.
Folks, we can talk about the event all we want, but you are going to want to be there for every bit of the action. And speaking of action, we got one more match here tonight. So, Mr. Masse?
Absolutely, Mr. Rossi. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the Natural Truth Team Phoenix, Jason Devine, the Influence.
Known to be fan favorites are T. Phoenix and Jason Devine. I'll tell you, I don't think this is too smart of a matchup for either Jason Devine or Mike Montero, seeing as how they are 7 days away from a Triple Crown Championship bout up against one another in singles competition. Nonetheless, no one here at the RWA backs down from a fight, and these guys will be taking on Chris Cruz and the Triple Crown Champion in just a couple of moments. And our studio audience coming almost unhinged here, folks. I did fail to mention earlier that the Tag Team Championships will also be on the line at RWA's Dynasty.
65 pounds, Chris Cruz, and the RWA Triple Crown Champion, the Ace, Mike Montero.
What a crowd tonight, Bobby Rossi.
What an event. This has been a great change up to the format of Hype TV. I'm digging it. I don't know about you, man.
I'm having a blast. I've tripped up a couple of times. First time out doing things live. I tell you what, I'm Mr. One Take. It's been tough. I'll tell you, it's tough, but I'm enjoying every second of it. And here are two men whose attitudes have changed over the last 3.5, 4 months.
Well, I don't know if Chris Cruz's attitude has changed, but definitely that of the Triple Crown Champion. He's got a different swagger. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's got a bone to pick with everyone here at the RWA. He feels as though he's being disrespected as our top champion, but the way he's acting, he doesn't earn any respect, not in the eyes of our crowd.
He's talking to his championship. He's talking to the Triple Crown Championship.
I don't know, Masse, if you had to defend a championship 7 days away from today, would you be in a match tonight? I wouldn't.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you as the manager, of the two of us, if you were advising, you know, the ace Mike Montero. Is this match a good idea, a stupid idea, or indifferent?
You know, a part of these athletes' conditioning is just going out into the ring and doing what they do best. But honestly, the risk of injury, the risk of being not at 100% is too much of a risk. And if he were my client, I would strongly advise him against this match.
I have to agree with you here. You know, it's one thing to go against Jason Devine, but the Influence are a well-oiled tag team. And T. Phoenix, he likes hitting people. And I tell you what, if I was 7 days away from a major title defense, I would not want to go up against a 320-pound T. Phoenix.
You're also forgetting one very important thing. The ace Mike Montero is teaming up with the sleaziest guy in the RWA. Chris Cruz will do anything he has to do to win. He will pull an ace out of his sleeve. He will make up the difference that these guys lack in size and power. Believe me, they've got some sort of plan. He'll do what needs to be done. I guarantee you.
He'll do anything, including putting the boots to his manager if need be.
If I were the referee, I would check both of those individuals very thoroughly. I wouldn't be surprised if they've got some sort of weapon, if they've got some sort of a difference maker that wouldn't normally be sanctioned.
You know what, speaking of being sanctioned, I'm getting word it is official once again. The RWA Tag Team Champions, the Hollywood Balls, will be taking on the Epidemic and the Irish Warrior in a 3-on-2 handicap match at Dynasty. I'm still confused by it, but if that's what the Balls want, that's what the Balls are going to get, and they are ready for a fight. Here we go, our main event underway. Jason Devine, the ace Mike Montero. It is a preview of Dynasty, and Mike Montero wants nothing to do with Jason Devine.
Head games, that's all this is head games. He is not afraid of Jason Devine. He has taken him on several times throughout the last couple of months, not even having to. He has put his title up on the line against Jason Devine to prove to himself and all the other doubters that he does not fear him. And he knows, in the back of his mind, he knows he can beat him at Dynasty.
Now, again, if you were advising your client, this is what I was going to ask. If you're advising your client, would you want him to face his opponent in this tag team match or constantly go after T. Phoenix? You have a collar and elbow tie-up between Chris Cruz and Jason Devine as they both try to jockey for control.
Well, think about it like this. You got Cruz in the ring with Devine right now. Cruz could easily dismantle Devine with a slip-up and leave him vulnerable for Mike Montero next week at Dynasty.
Well, and then you think of it the other way. If you're Mike Montero, yeah, sure, don't face Jason Devine, but that means you got to tag him when T. Phoenix hits the ring.
Either way, there's definitely a give and take and risk here, and there's a chance of vulnerability, but these guys aren't thinking orthodox.
Chris Cruz, the growling heel that he is, backs away from Jason Devine. Both men lock up again, center of the ring, into the corner of the Influence.
As commentators, are we allowed to say the word heel, not referencing the area of a foot?
I don't know, but I did. It happened. T. Phoenix tags in and a double back elbow by the big man and Jason Devine. And now T. Phoenix, the 325-pound monster of RWA, in control.
The biggest man on the roster, the biggest man in the locker room, and I tell you, quite possibly the biggest elbow of the night.
I tell you what, the ring's got to be crying right now. It's got to be in pain from that elbow.
Certainly is. I mean, that big man, he doesn't pull back on any of his punches.
He does not, and there's a forearm to Chris Cruz. Jason Devine and T. Phoenix. Irish whip again, and a kitchen sink to Chris Cruz. And this is the first time the Influence have been in tag team action in over, about a month and a half.
And it looks like they haven't missed a beat, I'll tell you.
No, it's, you know, when it works, and you can get in there with some...
What is this?
What is going on? Really? What was that?
And it looks as if we've got a little bit of a dance-off.
Apparently
you can do it, T. Phoenix. Put your back into it.
Wow.
We've got shades of the human tornado here tonight. He's here in spirit.
Shades of 1992, and I feel like we should be listening to some Pearl Jam a little bit later. Oh my God, over the top rope!
And things have gotten serious here again, folks. The laughs were short-lived as Jason Devine puts his friggin' body on the line, sailing over the top rope.
This crowd is loving this by Jason Devine, throwing Chris Cruz back into the ring. Mike Montero is fuming right now. Clothesline to Chris Cruz by Jason Devine.
This has been astounding, folks. What a night of action. Black hole slam into a backbreaker and a 2 count.
I tell you what, and if you're Mike Montero, you want as much impact to the lower back and the legs of Jason Devine since he's a high flyer. The more you can take that away now, the less you have to avoid it at Dynasty. The ace Mike Montero on top of Jason Devine in the ring.
And the ace is 100% fresh as this is the first bit of action he's seen so far. Uh-oh, things aren't looking good for you now, champ.
Huge clothesline.
Folded in half.
And a big boot.
How'd that size 14 taste?
Probably not good. Probably not good. And the forearm to the ace, Mike Montero. Montero, Irish whip. Chris Cruz trying to go for a tag. Sidewalk slam coming up.
I'd call that a side street slam. Gaining the approval of the crowd. This is oh man. The big man being backed into the corner. I'll tell you, say what you will about the ace, but he's got a ton of fight in him.
I'm sorry, 165 versus 320. 320 wins most of the time.
Sure does. But cheap and dirty tactics as they rake the big man's eyes.
Now clubbing blows in the corner. Referee trying to get them out of the corner with a 4 count. T. Phoenix fighting out with forearms. And now, wait, did he just pants T. Phoenix?
Yes, he did.
And a drop kick by the ace, Mike Montero. T. Phoenix pants around the knees.
Chris Cruz known to take the pants off of people, but not in this fashion. Clever and innovative, if you will. Tripped the big man, got him off his feet, lost his focus for a second. And now they're working the legs.
That's what you got to do. Guy this 320, take his legs out. He can't stand and support it.
Absolutely.
Chris Cruz again going to that left leg of T. Phoenix. Phoenix taking a swat at the ace, Mike Montero, taking his eyes up Chris Cruz, and an axe handle to T. Phoenix. Another shot to that left leg, keeping Phoenix grounded. Very intelligent by Chris Cruz. And a stop to the ankle now of T. Phoenix. Tell you what, you advised the man for over a year, and he's not, he's not dumb, and he's keeping the man down. This crowd trying to fire up T. Chris Cruz slamming that leg down again. T. Phoenix riling in pain.
And to be thorough, Rob, I actually did only manage Chris Cruz for about 6 to 8 months, and I don't think he really learned anything from me. He's always kind of been his own guy.
Ace Mike Montero taking out T. Phoenix's legs, working more and more on that left leg, and to keep the big man grounded, he's not going to be able to crawl over to Jason Devine. Now a clubbing elbow to the back of the neck of T. Phoenix. Keeping T grounded, this crowd wants to see a tag. Phoenix working his way up to his knees. He's trying to get back to his feet, and he does, but a drop kick to the left leg again of the Natural Truth, T. Phoenix. Phoenix is down. Another drop kick by the ace, Mike Montero. Mike Montero's feeling it right now.
I don't know how he's going to do it, but Phoenix has got to tag in his partner, Jason Devine. There's only so much longer he can take this abuse.
Well, we're just a couple of weeks, from Easter, and that was a wishbone. I don't know what they wished for, but that definitely was painful. A drop kick to T. Phoenix.
Are you calling T. Phoenix the holiday ham?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it was a wishbone.
Are you calling him a big bird?
I didn't say that. Other people have said it in the past. T. Phoenix back up to his legs again, but being knocked down by Chris Cruz, keeping him in control, gouging the eyes and the nose of the big man. And a headbutt. Usually headbutts don't win anything. That one was effective.
Absolutely.
Phoenix is in a lot of pain right now. He's in a lot of trouble. Jason Devine needs to do something to get his partner a little bit of help.
And here most people thought that Cruz and Montero were the ones at the disadvantage. Look at how they have worked. They have worked beautifully together in chopping down T. Phoenix.
Incredible. Incredible stuff. For a group of guys that have not tagged together before, doing a fantastic job.
Well, one thing I do want to add, you might not know this, Chris Cruz is the Ace Mike Montero's original teacher.
Got him up on his shoulders. And what's Montero doing? Phoenix caught Montero. He's got both men up. Oh my God, what is going to happen? Oh my God.
Ryback eats your heart out. The natural truth just made mincemeat out of the Ace and Chris Cruz.
He bumped the whole room as the entire RWA audience.
The chop shop is losing its top. The place is growing on his.
There's the tag to Jason Devine, the #1 contender at the top rope, flying off with a clothesline. Jason Devine going after the Ace, Mike Montero with a clothesline, dropping Chris Cruz with a clothesline. The Ace again, catching him. Full Nelson, and then a suplex to the Ace, Mike Montero. Devine knocks Montero and clears the ring.
Chris Cruz coming in, eats himself a boot as well. The influence have got the upper hand in this matchup. Big man, make the pin. I'm telling you right now, the ball's in your court.
Jason Devine,
take this home.
District, the natural just throwing Devine into Chris Cruz.
Threw his partner into a gut buster.
Oh my God, and now a big boot. The capital T coming up. He's got him up. And drops him with a capital T. A cover. 1, 2, 3. Going into Dynasty, Jason Devine and T. Phoenix are on fire. And the RWA faithful pounding on the mat, showing their appreciation. And if Jason Devine can go into Dynasty the way he came in tonight, he will walk out the RWA Triple Crown Champion.
Boy, I'll tell you, our audience smacking the ring in approval of what they just saw.
This building is vibrating. It's an amazing feeling at the Chop Shop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the show before Dynasty, and Dynasty starts the road to legacy. Spring is in session, things are heating up. You are gonna want to be here for every bit of the action.
Mike Montero, you are in a lot of trouble, my friend. He is cowering outside of the ring. Dynasty, it is going to be April 13th, Smithfield Elks Lodge. You need to be there. The opening bell, 6 o'clock. For Bobby Rossi and the RWA faithful, I am Rob Masse. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, from the Chop Shop.